Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. Yeah, you know what it is. Hard worker, scrappy, unfiltered, and sometimes unhinged football content. Hard to explain, but you know it when you see it. Doing it daily our way. I don't know what you're talking about right now. Redraft and Dynasty Fantasy Football, we got you covered. You know their defense is ranked like 31st in the NFL? NFL draft prospects and rookies? Now you know you in the right place for that.
Absolutely.
All right, then stop saying it. Then we're done. And prop bets with my man Jay Rich. Count that money, man. Now wipe the crust out of your eyes. Get you a cup of coffee. It's time to wake your ass up with Ray G. You honestly are making absolutely no sense, and you sound silly as hell. Let's get it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. It is Wednesday, May the 17th. 2023, y'all decided to wake y'all asses up with your boy Ray G. And for that, I appreciate y'all being in the building. Yes, another show, another wake-up show without Jay Rich. It's all right, man. I got somebody good that's going to join us today as we work through some trades that have happened over in the Destination Debbie Discord. So I appreciate everybody tapping into this show. Let's see who we got in the building this morning. Yes, Jimbo, you know what it is, trade day. What's going on with Jimbo? Dynasty Barry in the building. Look at this. Somebody, SJE. Guess who's finally catching the show live? Appreciate you being here. Ty DeClaire, Hunter Joe Green, Adam always in the building, Fizzle Dollar. Shout out to my dog Fizzle, Ty DeClaire, Tommy in the building, Peter in the building. A lot of people in the building, damn it. Lindsey, Mac, Jay Rich is here. Look at this. Just in time for my morning. Hey, man, we don't want to hear this. We don't want to hear about any of that. Jay Rich, man, go enjoy Raleigh, North Carolina, man. Go enjoy North Carolina. But I'm excited to chat it up with y'all today. And make sure y'all tap in. So tomorrow night, I will be doing an Underdog Live Draft, BBM4, Best Ball Mania 4. Y'all know what it is, right? Biggest fantasy contest ever, $15 million in total prizes, $3 million if you take down the whole damn thing. I'll be doing a fast draft live. I want to build some different stacks based on Week 17 games, so it'll be fun. So make sure you join in. I believe 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night, I'll be going live doing that, taking a look at where the community are valuing these rookies right now. But in this show today, really excited because my boy Derek Brown from Fantasy Pros is in the damn building, and we are going to talk a little rookies really quickly, and then we're going to jump in the Discord and talk some trades. So, D-Bro, come in here, man. What's going down with you, big dog?
What's going on, baby? You know
what's up, man?
It's you know I am not a morning person, man, but I do this for you.
Thank you.
We were talking. We were talking a little bit pre-show. Can you change this? Can we go to a nighttime show? Like, get your ass in bed with Ray G? I mean, that sounds like a different flavor of a show. But, I mean, can we get that rocking? Is that possible?
It's a little different flavor, D-Bro. If you want to go to bed with me, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got to talk off. We have shared quarters. We have shared quarters before. But, nah, man, appreciate you being here, D-Bro. And, you know, you were asking me pre-show, was this my son's baseball team's jersey? And this was his old one last year. But I feel really bad because I didn't give him a shout out on Monday. My little man, little GQ, hit his first home run in his last baseball game, man. Yeah, he hit his first home run. So little man is 6, does coach pitch, hit his first home run. We got a playoff game tonight. That's why the BBM draft won't be tonight, but we'll do it tomorrow. But Derek, before we get into the trades, man, you and I have not had a chance to talk really quickly because so many people have been talking about this because this is the biggest news that's happened in the NFL. But the rookies, man, the rookie draft, I see you out here touting that Sam Laporta and talking about some guys that you really like. So just before we get into the trades, because a lot of it will sort of revolve around rookie picks and rookies and trades of that nature. Just what were your overall thoughts of this 23 rookie class from quarterbacks, running backs, wide receiver, and who are some of your favorite picks that you think are going to be impactful for fantasy football?
Man, I feel like I'm coming down. Like my whole thing, this rookie class, Ray, is like I feel like for the last 2 years, and this ain't just this year. The last 2 years, we hype up this class, we hype up the class, and then we get close to the class, and everybody's like shitting on the class. They're like, nah, it's not as good as you thought it was. Like, we're already doing that for 2024. And we done it the last 2 years, and everybody's like, this class isn't as good as we thought it was going to be. It was supposed to be great, but it's terrible. And I'm higher on this class than a lot of people, man.
Okay.
And I love I'm not gonna say. And look, we don't know. It's gonna take 2 to 3 years before we know, like, if our feelings about this class, whether you think it's good or it's bad, is right or wrong. And so right now, I'm higher on it than consensus. That has been awesome considering, and we're going to talk a lot of trades here, but like, dude, I've started so many different, like, I've got 2 rookie drafts going on right now. I've started rookie drafts in the last few days where I walked into that beach, like, and I was like, I got no picks. I got no picks at all, but I've traded into like the first round, the second round, and like walked away with a ton of players, man. And like, it's not as hard as it like years past where like, people asking for an arm and a leg, and maybe your firstborn for like a top 5, top 7 pick. This year, like their class, like they're like, all right, fine, I'll trade out of it. Like I'm cool. Like, okay, well, give me the picks, man. Like, cause I'm higher on a lot of these guys, dude. And it's like,
Adam said he's with you. Adam in the chat said he's with you here. And turn your volume up a little bit, D-bro. They're saying you're a little low, so turn your volume up. But you got.
How about now? How about now, baby?
Oh, no, shit. I got to turn you down now. Jesus. Yeah, man. You're
damn.
No, you're good. I had you up loud. You're good. But Adam said he's with you. He said he's buying in. And let me just ask you, D-bro, because I know you were out here amongst many, man, who were champion CJ Stroud. You know, love CJ Stroud, ball placement specialist. Where are you at with Stroud versus Young versus A-Rich? I just want your personal fantasy take, and anybody who I didn't even introduce you properly because I feel like you've been on this show more than anybody else. D-bro does work at Fantasy Pros. Where are you? What are you telling your community? Where are you at with those 3 quarterbacks in particular?
So I moved A-Rich. Can you hear me okay now, Ray?
No, turn up a little more. No, you're too quiet. Turn it up a little bit.
I want your ears bleeding, baby. How about now? How about now?
Perfect.
All right, good. So my whole thing is I've had CJ Stroud at QB1 the whole time. Now, again, we get landing spots, we get draft capital, things like that. I've adjusted my ranks. So, like, I still love CJ Stroud, but I'm not crazy, dude. Like, I've got A-Rich as my QB1. But him and CJ Stroud are in their own tier. I've got them in tier 1 above Bryce Young. And this is not shade on Bryce, but, like, you know, I feel a lot better about CJ Stroud's talent. I think he's going to run more than people believe he's going to run. And I see you, Scott. We'll talk about tight ends, baby. Starting with fire on me. That's cool. But my whole thing is I believe in the floor and ceiling. Everybody keeps talking about A-Rich, and they're like, well, it's all ceiling, but he's a low floor player. And I'm like, y'all got that shit wrong, man. Like, he's a high floor and high ceiling option. Like, he's going to run so damn much that his floor is top 15, top 12 quarterback this year. I agree. Like, straight up. Like, and his ceiling's top 3. You know, like, and everybody's like, well, how's he going to do that? Well, yesterday I went through all of his numbers, and I'm like, this system that they're going to install is perfect for him. Legit, it's going to be chucking the shit deep, running, and doing a ton of play action. If you go back to A-Rich's numbers, and his numbers weren't great at Florida, he pops in those 3 metrics. Like, throwing it deep. He's top 10, 20 in deep passing grades. Play action, he's top 20. Like, he's going to be fantastic. So, like, I've bumped him up to QB1, but him and Stroud are in the tier of their own, man.
In a tier of their own over Bryce Young. And I'm just making sure you are not changing your opinion based on the pictures that have been coming out of Bryce Young behind the Carolina Panthers offensive line.
Oh, God, no, it's not that, man.
Because people are doing that, D-bro. Oh, man, look, I mean, shit, he was little at Alabama. Dude. Like, you know, if you aren't
been short. Nothing's changed about that. Like, come on, can we stop the damn short jokes? It's not that damn funny. Like, I come on, man. Like, okay, everybody shows the same damn picture, the same video of him behind the offensive line. How was that any different when he was at Alabama? Like, those guys weren't 5'10". It's the same damn thing. It's just like, everybody thinks it's so damn funny. Okay, maybe the first time you made a short joke, maybe it was funny. The 15th time, the 30th time you're doing it, it ain't funny no more, man. Get out of here. They need better jokes.
Agreed, man. Well, it's ironic because the first trade that we're going to take a look at, and I have not seen any of these. All these trades are brought to us by our Destination Devy patrons. This trade channel, Derek, when I say it is popping 24/7, I mean, there are people in this damn thing literally 5 messages since we started doing the show. But we got one right here. So let's take a look at this, and let's just talk through it, what we would do, how we feel about this. You got a 12-team super flex league, D, bro. Start 11. You get the half-point bump for tight end premium. So pretty standard, 12-team super flex start 11. You got one side of the trade ledger receiving Trey Lance, Derrick Henry, Juju Smith-Schuster, Sam Laporta, and the other side receiving Treylon Burks and CJ Stroud. So it's not best ball. It's a lineup league. Would you, what side of the trade ledger would you fall on, D-Bro, if this were you? What do you like? What side do you like right here? Laporta, Henry, Lance, and Juju, or Treylon Burks and CJ Stroud?
I like the Lance side of this, man. Give me
Talk
the
to
risk.
me.
I'll take it, baby. Like, I know I saw Scott up in here earlier, but yeah, dude, look, I'm down on these tight ends. I love them. I believe that, and I don't go out here touting on these tight ends every damn year, but I believe we
D-Bro,
have.
Don't let Scott Connor.
I ain't worried about Scott. I love Scott, but he ain't shading me.
Tight ends too. I like him too. Damn it, I don't give a damn what anybody says. I like him too. Don't let Scott sway you, man. Now get back.
Oh,
in
he's
here.
not.
Go ahead and stump for your Laporta. Go ahead. It's okay.
He's not, man. I'm out here in these streets, and I'm sitting here taking Dalton Kincaid at the 109. I have no problems with it. I've taken Sammy Ballgame.
But keep going. Keep going. I gave you half. Keep going.
I just drafted Sam Laporta at the 202 in a league, man. Like, I've got no problem with it, man. Like, because here's the thing. People could say I'm cherry picking, but I don't give a shit, dude. Like, this class, I love these tight ends. I think we're going to see a flip of the market with tight ends. That you look at these guys coming in, Dalton Kincaid, Laporta, Tucker Kraft, all these different guys. Like, they've got this high-end athleticism to where they can hit elite ceilings in fantasy. You don't see that shit every year. And I'm not out here sitting here like saying, go draft Luke Musgrave. Hell no, I'm burying Luke Musgrave in my damn ranks. But there are certain guys in this class that I believe can actualize that high ceiling and be difference makers at the tight end position. So, yeah, Sam Laporta is firmly in that conversation. So, man, I like the Laporta side of this. I think that, especially if you've got a rebuild squad, which this kind of looks like this is like a rebuild versus somebody maybe trying to go compete /young.
Yeah.
And I like the Laporta side of this because, like, whether you want to try to, like, flip Henry, you're going to try to flip Juju in season, you're going to take the flyer on Lance. Lance has got the draft capital, dude. I just traded for him in a league the other day where it's like, he's like my QB3, QB4, and depending on the complexion of your roster, like, that's the kind of lottery ticket you want to take because he's not making starts right now. We don't know what's going to happen in San Francisco. He's still a top 5 pick, and that first-round capital still holds to a certain extent. He's going to eventually get a chance to start. And if he runs, he's still going to be good for fantasy. So, yeah, like, get him right now.
Talking about Trey Lance? Yeah.
Yeah, Trey Lance, man.
That's the side I'd rather have as well. I mean, you can make the argument that the value of Stroud, rookie quarterback, Treylon Burks, we'll see what that situation's like. But the fact that I'm getting 4 pretty solid assets, right? Trey Lance is a big unknown. Like, anybody that can confidently tell you they know how the San Francisco 49ers QB situation is going to shake out this year is a lie because we don't know because it's Kyle Shenanigans running the show. So I don't know. Is it Lance? Is it Birdie? Damn it, it could be Sam Darnold. For all I know, I have no idea. But to get Derrick Henry, Juju, and Laporta in this deal, I'm taking that side of the trade. What's up, little man?
Yep.
Got little man's in the office. I don't know what he's asking for, but let's scroll up a little bit more. Jimbo's in the chat, so I want to get one of his trades up, man. Jimbo's got this deal right here. It's a 10-team super flex start 10. Jimbo got T. Higgins and Dak Prescott, all right? And he gave up the 104, the 108, and a 2024 first-round pick in order to get Dak, T. Higgins. So 104 super flex, it's probably going to go Rich, Bijan, 1-2 in some order. Then you're going to get Bryce Young more than likely. So at 104, he's sitting there. It's probably either going to be C.J. Stroud, Jahmyr Gibbs, 108, Jordan Addison, Quentin Johnston, which I saw you coming around on the Quentin Johnston in L.A.
I am.
And then the 24 first. So in a 10-team super flex, D-Bro, would you rather have C.J. Stroud, Quentin Johnston in the 24 first, or would you rather have Dak Prescott and T. Higgins?
I don't want to flame Jimbo, but I like the pick side of this, especially if you're in a 10-teamer. I just look at, if you're in a 10-team or small league, man, like I kind of build those teams just like I do with like redraft kind of stuff with 10-teamers. Like I try to build my squads like top heavy because I want my starting lineup to be just like crushing fools. So that extra that extra equity that you have or ability as far as like the two less teams, you're going to have a little more depth in the waiver wire, a little more depth in the rookie class as far as like a second round pick is kind of like a first round pick in some instances, and you get a high second. So for these, man, like I just look at it like Dak and T. I've been out on Dak. Like I've been trading him off of my teams because I think you could tear down. Because I worry about Dak. If you look at his contract, he's got this year, maybe next year, and then Dallas can get out of it. They can move on from Dak if he didn't consider to continue to produce. So, looking at that in a 1 to 2 year window, I don't look at Dak as being in a 10-teamer, the type of quarterback that's going to push your team over the top. Like, does he have top 3, top 5 upside? I don't see that with Dak.
Probably
I think
not.
you're looking at like QB8 to QB12 on every single kind of year, especially with McCarthy taking over. Same thing with T, man. Like, could he be a top 15 wide receiver? Maybe. He might just be a wide receiver 3, a low-end wide receiver 2 like we saw last year, man. So it's not that, like, I hate those guys. I just don't look at them as pushing you over the top, whereas you look at the picks on the other side, Ray, we don't know where that 24 first is. If it's high, Yahtzee. Even if it's late, I'll take the equity there. But, like, the 104, like I would have much rather for Jimbo if he'd have taken like maybe that 24 first and that 104 and try to get up to the 102. Get A-Rich in a small league or something like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Or,
I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Or the 108, like, I mean, tell me this. Where do you put these first round rookie wide receivers versus somebody like T? For me, I probably take these first round wide receivers because all 4 of those guys could hit the same kind of floor that T. Higgins has shown us, and maybe they have more of a ceiling. Like if QJ balls out in the Chargers, and I've come around on QJ. Like I bumped him up to wide receiver 2 because the landing spot's fantastic. You get one injury in season. You could say the same thing for JSN. One of these dudes goes from being the number 2 to /3 target to maybe the number 1/2 target in their offenses. So like I want the ceiling guys, and I look at those picks as having the higher ceiling, especially in a 10-teamer.
Yeah, I look at this and I can get it from both sides, man, personally. And I do think that the packaging up of maybe that 24 first, and hell, I'd even start with the 108 before I get to the 104, knowing that I could do it for the 104. But I could go 24 first and 108 and see if I can get the 102. You know what I mean? See if I can get A-Rich. I think I would have tried to do that. But for me, Dak, I don't think Dak's going anywhere. People talking all that shit about Dak and where else are you going to go? Like that, Dallas is Dak is the best quarterback on the market. If he were to be let go or released or traded, there'd be 30 other teams outside of Kansas City and Buffalo and I'm not 30 actually, but there'll be 20 plus teams lined up for his services. So I kind of like both sides, man. If I had these picks, I guarantee you I'd be able to do something real nasty with them. And if I get Dak Prescott and T. Higgins, I'd be fine. Like, this is one where I'm fine either way. It just clearly speaks to it. Feels like Jimbo's trying to go get it. And the team that's getting the picks is in a little bit of a, I don't even like calling it a rebuild, but they want some youth, right? They want an influx of youth on their team. So I'm fine with either side of that trade ledger. Now, I don't even know what that is, so we're going to skip past that one. And let's look at this one. This is one from my guy T-Rock, and he did this with my boy Adam from 4D Chess. So this is a 12-team super flex lineup league, tiered PPR scoring, right? So 0.5 point for the running back, 1 point for the wide receiver, 1.5 for the tight end, and it's a start 10. So he said making a title run with Mahomes plus Hurts. So this is what we got. One side got Chig Okonkwo, a 24 second and a 25 first, and the other side got Tony Pollard and Cade Otton. So Tony Pollard and Cade Otton or Chig Okonkwo, 25 first and a 2024 second round pick. And the team that got Pollard and Otton, just again, making a title run. He's got Mahomes, he's got Hurts, he's got 324 first. So he's loaded for the future and said, damn it, I want a running back that's going to get me a lot of points in this 10-team start 10 league. I'll tell you right now, for me, if you've got Mahomes and Hurts as your two starting quarterbacks in Superflex, that automatically puts you in a good boat. I've got a team like that, D-Bro, in a 14-team league. Been to the finals every year with Mahomes and Jalen Hurts as my two quarterbacks.
They're going to win you weeks, baby. They're going to win you weeks.
They're going to win you weeks. I like the Tony Pollard side for that squad, and I'm going to assume the other side of this, Adam getting Chig in the 25 first and the 24 second, youth and pick acquisition mode. So I understand it. Do I give a shit about a 25 first right now on May 17th, 2023? No, I don't. I can go get that back. I will get a 25 first back. I'm not worried about it. 24 second, don't really want to move those, but if that's, here's the thing. I like Pollard and Auden. Would you give up a 25 first, a 24 second, and Chig Okonkwo for Tony Pollard is the real question.
Yep. If you're making a title run, baby, like he just traded for a top 5 running back, dude. That's a running back that's going to put you over the top. Like, if you're throwing it all to the damn wind, like after this year, I don't know where they're going to do with Tony Pollard. He's only on the franchise tag. He's on 1 year. So, but if you're throwing it in for this year, yeah, dude, I love this trade. Go get your title, man. You only sit here and get so many swings to try to get the title, dude. So, no, Tony Pollard side, I like that. I don't even care about Auden. Auden's whatever. He's basically he's a garbage asset. You know what I mean? Basically, that's just a toss in.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Auden does. He was all right, but, we'll
I'll
see
be surprised if he does anything. Put it that way.
Yeah. All right, let's go up a little bit more. Here you go. You want those young wide receivers? Here you go. You got Tyreek Hill for Jordan Addison and Nico Collins. Tyreek Hill, please. I don't even need the format. It's okay. Start 8, no tight end premium, half PPR, 1 QB. Wow. Why are we even T-Rock? What kind of league is this? Tyreek Hill, please. Tyreek Hill, please. Why would I ever want Nico Collins?
Was Brad drunk? Was Brad drunk when he made this trade?
I don't know. Why would you ever, in a start 8, when am I ever going to put Nico Collins in my lineup? When has Nico Collins ever been good, man? I ain't seen it. There is a huge value gap. I'd have broke my phone. I'd accept that so fast. We can move right along, but I do want to talk about this single 1-for-1 cross-positional trade. So you got a running back for a receiver. It's a 12-team. It's best ball. It's super flex, and you got to start 13 players. And T-Rock, we're just focused in on T-Rock. He's got Lamar Jackson, so he wanted the Lamar Jackson, Rashad Bateman, a.k.a. Shoddy B stack. And in order to get that, he gives up Alvin Kamara, right? 27, 28-year-old running back, potential. I don't even want to keep, I guess, potential suspension. We'll just say this. Potential, there hasn't been any news about that right now, but you got to start 13. D-Bro, Alvin Kamara, volatile position that is running back, but he's one of the best ones in fantasy, best ones in the NFL. Or do you want to bet on Bateman in year 3?
I'm going Shoddy B, baby. Give me that all the way. I'm not out on Bateman, man. I've been a Bateman stan since the way back. I know you love Shoddy B as well. I got belief in him, man. Last year, I do not think he was anywhere close to healthy. He wasn't even a full-time player when we saw him on the field. But dude, he still blew it out, man. When he was on the field, his efficiency numbers were fantastic. Kamara, I don't even know if he's going to be on the Saints this year. We don't even know if he's going to play football this year. Yeah, Rashad Bateman was an elite level prospect when he came out. I'm still taking that bet.
2 years ago, D-Bro. 2 years ago, he was an elite level prospect, right? Okay. 2 years ago. And then what did Baltimore do? What did they do? They turned around, brought in Odell Beckham, and you could talk about OBJ all you want, but they made those escalator clauses so low that it seems very obtainable for him to hit. Then they go out and draft Zay Flowers. I still like Rashad Bateman, but I'm not going to sit back and act like this is good for him because there's already Mark Andrews is still there. You bring in a Zay Flowers, you bring in an Odell Beckham Jr., This isn't one of those situations where the Eagles brought in A.J. Brown and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to pull coverage away from Smith, and both of these guys should eat. Somebody's getting asked out in this offense. Somebody. Look, Lamar can talk about wanting to throw for 6,000 yards all he wants. We know it's not going to happen,
I
right?
hope he does.
He's just joking, but somebody's getting somebody is going to be the ass end of this, right? And is it going to be Bateman? Is it going to be the rookie Flowers? Or could it be Odell Beckham Jr.? I think all three are in play. Man,
how do you see that? Hold up, Ray.
I'm not scared of Kamara. Okay, go ahead.
How do you see that shaking out? Like, tell me who are the top two guys in that offense for targets? You tell me, Ray, and then I'll give you mine.
I think we both agree Mark Andrews probably number one. All right, so we can go ahead and get that one out of the way. Right now, if I had to put my chips on one of those three receivers leading, which one of them lead the team in targets this year, I'd probably put my chips on Odell Beckham Jr. I'd probably put it on OBJ. Where are you at?
We see this different.
We see
this different, dude.
Where are you at?
I looked at Odell's numbers and going back to like when he was last healthy, even with the Rams, he lived off of touchdowns, man. The rest of his numbers were bad. I think that he is going to be.
He was with the Rams for like 7 weeks.
Man.
He was with the Rams for 7 weeks. But go ahead. I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good,
He had them touchdowns.
He had them
touchdowns. That's it.
Who do you think
his target share, his yards per route run were poo-poo, man. Like, I think that if you're looking at one of these guys stepping up as the number one wide receiver next to Mark Andrews, I'm going to put my chips on Zay Flowers or Rashad Bateman. And, dude, honestly, I'm still putting my chips on Rashad Bateman. And the reason is, like, if you we believe that targets are earned, right? Okay, so that's a reflection of talent. Then I think that Rashad Bateman going against an older Odell Beckham and a rookie in Zay Flowers can earn more targets than both of those guys. So I'm willing to make that bet.
Okay. Listen, I don't feel good about it. You asked me which one I thought. It's like I'll put the chips on OBJ and I'm just crossing my fingers and praying because I don't know. It very well could be Bateman. It could be Bateman. It could be Zay. I don't think it's going to be Zay as a rookie. I think it's
Agreed.
You're talking receivers. Agreed. It's probably OBJ or Bateman.
So
right?
Bateman or OBJ. So then it's like
probably.
I think like raw talent wise, I'm willing to sit here and bet that Bateman can earn more targets than OBJ at this part of his career.
And I get you, Jeff. Odell won't stay healthy. I'm not going to do the health bet.
No, I'm
not
playing the injury game.
I can't do it today. He's healthy now, so there it is. So Here's one from Mitch Jacobs. He said, first-time caller, long-time listener, 12-team Superflex, half PPR. You got to start 9. Oof. All right, Mitch, I think we can be pretty quick on this one right here. One side of the trade ledger got Chris Olave and a 24 first. And in order to do that, this is such a nice little trade. Great job, Mitch Jacobs. This is a nice one.
Beautiful.
He gave up
love this.
Deebo Samuel, Jordan Love, and the 405 because they just needed that 4th round rookie pick. Had to have it. So Mitch said, you know what, I'll throw it in. This is 100% Olave in the 24 first, right?
Damn right. This is slam dunk. Mitch, you putting your king hat on. You strutting around the house naked as soon as you got this baby done. Like, you loving life, baby. This is a slam dunk. Kudos, man. Love this trade for you.
And just to add insult to injury, with that trade, he's up to 324 first. And he said hard to project, but this one should be mid-ish. So let's see. I don't give a damn if it's the 109.
I don't give a shit if it's the 112. It does not matter to me. Give me Olave all damn day, baby. He's an alpha.
24.
Love him this year.
You know, you swap out Olave and Deebo, and I think Olave is valued a little clearly higher than Deebo Samuel, and then you're getting a 24 first plus the overage on the Olave Deebo.
This person
Samuel
loves
side.
some Deebo, man.
Yeah.
This person must love some Deebo.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know what they see him, but we different there.
I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to say, because I'm contractually obligated to say it every time I see his name. I am going to continue to say that I think Jordan Love is going to be a lot better than people think. It is not his fault. The Green Bay Packers drafted him during Aaron Rodgers' peak prime. It's not his fault, but I think he's going to be a little bit better than people anticipate. So I like Jordan Love, but give me the 24 first and Chris Olave over that Jordan Love, no doubt about it. Wow, 26 picks getting moved. Good Lord. Can't even comprehend the 20. I hope this league, Panja 03 UCD, I hope you guys are making sure that people pay their league dues because you're trading 26 picks. So, all right, D-Bro, let's see what else do we have. Let's just scroll up. We got a lot going on in the old chat here. A little Jamar Chase. Let's all take a look-see here. We got all right. Let me see the context.
It's a big boy trade.
Okay, so it's 14 teams. Okay, 2 separate leagues. Chase trade is a 14-team start 9 tight end premium. All right, so 14 teams. DJ Moore, Chase Brown, Quentin Johnston, and a 24-second or Jamar Chase. I mean,
give me the best asset in the deal. I'm still taking Chase.
Yeah,
14-teamer, like I get the reason for the depth and stuff, but like you need QJ to be the dude in this trade so you don't look like you just dropped your pants. That's all I'll say. I'll still take Chase, dude. Chase is that dude.
This is called pandering to the format. And by pandering to the format, you're like, oh, it's 14 teams, it's depth, less assets, it's scarce. I can get these 2 can replace that 1, and then you're giving me Chase Brown, who could be the starter, and I'm using air quotes when I say that. He's not, but he could. That's the idea that you're selling, is he could be the starter or the featured third down back, which again, he's not going to be that. And a 24-second for Jamar Chase. Good work. Give me Jamar Chase on that side of the deal. No doubt about it. All right, my guy, Motown.
Oh, Motown, my boy.
I was actually listening. I don't think it was Motown, but I was listening to Bobby Brown before we started. One of the first original bad boys of R&B out there. We've got Amon-Ra St. Brown in the 308 being acquired for Jared Goff, the 108, and a 204 pick. It is a 10-team lineup. Start 10, half PPR. I'm a major contender and wanted the final piece, so I'm going to assume. I
know this trade already. Motown DM me on Discord, but that's my boy, man.
Did he DM you?
We actually talked about this trade, like, because the reason he went out and got Amon-Ra, because I was like, man, I love me some Amon-Ra St. Brown. So I've seen this trade before, baby. I love this trade. I love this.
So you're on the Amon-Ra and the 308 side over.
Yep.
And this has got to be.
It's super flex.
It's super. Okay, it is super flex. Okay.
Yep.
Jared Goff,
this might be his league. I know he has a league that's going to super flex, so he's got to jump on a lot of it.
Well, if it's single quarterback, I want Amon-Ra St. Brown, no doubt about it. So let's change the equation. Let's change the math on it, D-Bro. If it is super flex, does Goff and his pending potential extension, which I think is coming personally, does that the 108, which QJ, Jordan Addison, and 204, what's your flavor? Is it Sharps? Is it Kendre? Is it A-Chain? Does any combination of those 3 entice you enough in a super flex, a 10-team super flex, to pivot off of Amon-Ra St. Brown? Because 308 is going to be a depth piece, so I don't care. But Amon-Ra 4, I'm just going to paint the narrative. Jared Goff, Quentin Johnston, and Kendre Miller. What side would you rather have?
Oh, I want Amon-Ra, dude. I think Amon-Ra, I've been out there talking. I think Amon-Ra has top 3. I think he's receiver 1 overall type of upside this year. I love that dude. He earns targets like with the best of the league. All that dude needs is touchdowns, and he got a shit ton of red zone targets in the second half of last year. I'm going to throw it out there, man. I know this is early, but I think Amon-Ra is going to have double-digit touchdowns this year. I think he's going to have 10 to 12 touchdowns. If he gets to that, with the target volume, no JMO for 6 games, dude, he is going to crush shit this year. I want Amon-Ra 10 times out of 10, dude.
Offense is fantastic. The chat is split, man. It's split. I'm seeing a lot of Goff love for that side of the trade ledger, and then I'm also seeing Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's split, but I'm with you. I've been a Sun God truther since he was a prospect coming out of USC. So
this is a pay up for Amon-Ra. This is a belief that Amon-Ra is going to be a monster this year, and I'm with that.
Yeah. Jimbo said, I don't know why I have the same views on Amon-Ra as y'all do T. I didn't even say anything about T. I was talking about Dak being in Dallas. I didn't say anything about T. I like both players. Amon-Ra's fucking dope, though. So if it's super flex and you're telling me that's Goff, QJ, Kendra, A-Chain, whoever the hell is going at Rocha, whoever's at 204.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
like,
man.
I get it. Like, I don't hate that side of this trade, but like, what is Goff pushing the needle? He gets a contract extension. Still, like, is he ever going to be more than a QB2 in Superflex? No.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know.
He's a good one. He's a good QB2. He's a good QB2. Good trade.
Yeah, he
Amon-Ra has a better chance to be a difference maker. There's that's Patrick chiming in, and then Jasmine. What's up, Jazz? Good morning, good person. What's up, good
Morning,
person?
Jazz.
All right. Motown did another one, but we've already given Motown some love. So, oh boy. All right, D-Bro, you ready? 14 team, Superflex, half PPR. Good Lord, IDP. We'll exclude that for a second, okay? This is key. I like this little nugget in here. Only 4 points per passing touchdown. You got to start 9. All right, you got to start 9, and you're starting 6 IDPs. Let's just give everything for the completeness. This is kind of little, but I got a new prescription in my glasses so I could read.
Yeah, I was like, you're going to have to sit and read this off to me.
All right, listen to this, man. This is you got Dak Prescott, Justin Jefferson, and a 24 first-round pick on one side. On the other side, you've got Josh Allen, the 106, and a 24 second. One more time. 14 team, super flex, 4 points per passing touchdown. Just keep that in mind, all right? You got to start 9 offensively. So, I mean, your quarterbacks are making up, a nice chunk of your starting offensive lineup. Dak Prescott, Justin Jefferson, and a 24 first for Josh Allen, the 106, and a 24 second.
Oh, shit. This is a good trade. I like both sides of this thing, man.
Where you got to pick one, man.
Let me parse this out here.
Okay, let's talk through it. Josh Allen clearly ahead of Dak Prescott, right? Like you would.
Yes.
It's clearly ahead, right? But now the real kicker is the delta between Josh Allen and Dak Prescott. Is Justin Jefferson make up that delta and some? Because initially, I'm looking at Dak, Jefferson, in the 24 first, and I see Ty DeClaire said Josh Allen. And everyone's saying this is interesting. Big boy trade. This is a big boy trade. I'm going to get mine out there. I think I would rather have Dak, Jefferson in the 24 first, knowing that the value that I'm losing between Allen and Dak is going to be made up by Justin Jefferson, and then I'm going to have the draft equity and the fluidity with that 24 first to kind of maneuver that around and do some different things, opposed to 106. There's probably JSN. It's JSN. Yeah. Well, and depending, it's JSN. We're not going. It's JSN or
I think
Gibbs.
That move is made for JSN.
Okay, so Josh Allen, JSN in a second, or Dak Prescott, Jefferson in a first.
I'm on the Prescott side here, and I've gone back and forth, and I guess like my difference here, Ray, is that like I don't know if that 106 with JSN and the second, that's a 24 second, right? With it, I don't think I don't know if that my problem is that I don't know if that makes up enough equity for Jefferson being in this, and
it
like.
Doesn't.
Like, that's where I feel like the divide is, man.
It's only start 9 offensively.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he's
especially
making up
that.
a huge chunk of your scoring in a start 9 league. Yep. I love JSN and I love Gibbs. It doesn't matter if it's one of those two. I don't think it's enough to make up for what Jefferson's going to give you, and you're getting a 24 first.
Yeah.
It's a good trade. This is
a damn good trade.
Sides.
I mean, like, I like both sides of this, and, like, I guess JSN has to hit the top of his range of outcomes to make this equal. Although, like, I feel where you're coming from. If you're like JSN hard up and you're like, look, like he's going to be Justin Jefferson, then this trade makes a lot more sense. But he's got to hit that for you to make up the equity here. But I like this trade. I actually like this trade for both sides, man. Like, I mean, shit, because here's the thing, Ray. You know you're going to have to give up a shit ton to get somebody to move Jefferson or Josh Allen. Like, so
Todd
both
DeClaire
of these.
says, so Todd's giving us some pushback. Todd's saying in a 4-point passing touchdown league, the delta between Josh Allen and Dak is a hell of a lot bigger for me. Dak throws for quite a bit of touchdowns. He throws a lot of damn picks.
He throws for a lot.
He throws a decent amount of touchdowns, right? This is this is good. This is good. Joe, calm down over there in the chat. Calm down, Joe. Yes, it's pleasurable. This is pleasurable. This is a good trade. All right. Let's see what else we got. Brandon made a deal. A lot of Olave getting moved. 12 team. Let's just look at it. Olave or
show me these leagues where Olave's getting moved, man, because I can't get nobody to trade his ass to me.
Flip. Yep. Let's see. What would you rather have,
like
Olave
side.
Yeah, same.
Olave.
Same.
Well, my problem, and everybody needs to hear this, I like Ridley if you're competing now. Ridley's only got 1 year left on that deal, man. So if he flops this year, his value is going to sit here and plummet. Yeah. So, yeah, I love Olave, man. Like, if you can get people to move Olave in your leagues, go get him. Shit, that's awesome.
I kind of want to ask
I can't get nobody to trade Olave.
I want to ask you about this one, D, bro. Let's pull up the small trades again. I'll read it out for everybody who can't see.
Man, you didn't tell me I was going to bring a damn magnifying glass in the show.
Magnifying glass. All right. Oof. So it's a 12-team Superflex start 11. All right. And just for reference, this is a bottom 5 team that the 24 first got traded from. Would you rather have Jahmyr Gibbs and let's just say a top 5 pick next year in a 12-team Superflex league, or would you rather just take the bird in the hand right now and take C.J. Stroud, quarterback, and DeAndre Swift? So Gibbs in a top 5 24 first, or DeAndre Swift and C.J. Stroud, 12-team Superflex.
Gibbs. I want the Gibbs side, and I this comes down to like I don't think you're making up enough with the quarterback. Like, I love Stroud, but DeAndre Swift is a free agent after this year. Like, if he gets signed somewhere else, if he holds value, you're going to be lucky. Like, that 24 first, maybe you turn that into a quarterback, and this looks like QB whatever and Gibbs versus Stroud and Swift. And if that's the case, Swift ain't making up the difference there, so I'll take the Gibbs side.
Yeah, give me and let me just ask you, what pushes it for you? Is it Gibbs or is it that top 5 24 first?
I think it's Gibbs versus Swift, man. I think that's where it comes down. It's the fact of like, if that 24 first is top 5, you're gonna be sniffing around a quarterback, so that's a wash for me. So this comes down, it's Gibbs versus Swift, and I don't think that's even close.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Let's change the whole I just want to ask you one for one. Mm-hmm. We're not talking leverage. I just want to know. If I guaranteed you that this 24 first would be somewhere in the top 5, could be 1, could be 5, could be 3, could be 4, but it's a top 5 guaranteed 24 first, would you right now say, you know what, Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison, Drake May, I'm going to take my chances and re-roll C.J. Stroud for a top? Would you move Stroud in Houston right now for a guaranteed top 5 protected 24 first in Superflex? Would you do it?
I would. I'd do it. I mean, I love C.J. Stroud, but I do have some questions. Like, I fucking hate Houston, dude.
Everybody does. I hate
that. I hate that damn team.
I haven't seen one person say they like it, so we all do.
I hate that damn team. I love Stroud, but I would re-roll it. Absolutely.
Look at these.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
That looks like me on Sleeper right now, man. Like, man, I'm in this league with a bunch of people, and like I must have flipped like 10 or 15 trades yesterday, dude. I was just popping off.
I just want to read this out because I love the commentary. You just said 10-team Superflex start 10. After 2 years of collecting picks, being forced to make TikTok videos as punishment, my team is about to go from last place to top contender in one offseason. We'll
talk
look at
that
this.
shit.
Yeah,
I love it.
That shit.
Talk that shit. I love it.
I was gonna slide past this because there's a lot going on, but I did.
There's a lot going on.
D bro. All right.
What the hell is that?
Hold on, D bro. Hold on. 10-team super
I
flex.
can't even read the names. All I see is 1 and like 50.
Let me give you what this team received for their Josh Allen. All right, I just want you to. I just want to read this out. Jordan Love. All right, the 107 this year, the 201 this year, a 24 first, a 24 second, a 25 first, and a 25 second. So you got 3 firsts, 3 seconds in Jordan Love. Is that enough for you to move Josh Allen?
Yeah, I'd be moving Josh Allen too.
Is that enough? Jordan Love and 3 firsts plus 3 seconds for Josh Allen. 2 seconds. Yeah, 3 seconds.
That's a lot, baby. I'd move Josh Allen for that because you could go tear up. That's like a franchise defining trade there, Ray. What you think?
Joe said I will give anything in secret for Allen or Mahomes. I mean, dude, it's a lot.
I get it.
That's a lot. It's a lot of stuff going on. But in a 10-team, man, start 10, the chances that those picks, they're probably all over the place. How shitty would it be if you made these picks, like you made the trade for all these picks?
And they all busted?
And they were all like 108, 19, 104, and you moved Josh Allen for like Bryce Young, Will Shipley, Malik Neighbors. I know it seems wild, but I'd probably rather just have my Josh Allen. But this team made TikTok videos as punishment. I fucking love it. So let's move on to this one really quickly. We got a 12-team PPR Start 11 Super Flex. One side, my boy Big Stebo got Justin Jefferson, and he had to give up our beloved Amon-Ra St. Brown, Alexander Madison, and a 24 first. Would you make this deal for Justin Jefferson, D-Bro, or for you? Even though there is a gap between Jefferson and St. Brown, we're not going to debate that. But are you like, you know what? I'll eat the gap, take the first, and then grab at Madison for my Justin Jefferson? Or are you just like, nah, give me Jets? What side of the trade ledger would you want in a 12-team Start 11 Superflex PPR league? Madison, Brown, and a first, or Jets?
I think this trade's a little bit closer than maybe some believe it. I'll still take the Jefferson side.
Okay.
Because like you need that 24 first to be top 3, top 5 for that to really bridge the gap, man. I feel like Madison, that throw in piece isn't enough for me.
Yeah.
I'll take Jefferson.
Yeah.
I love Amon-Ra St. Brown, but you need that pick to really be high to sit here and bridge that gap. Like, Madison, you should have got like maybe like a 24 second to really Jefferson. Make that kind of. It's Jefferson for me.
It's one that you see, and the first thing that I would do is I would see if you wanted to make that deal, I need something better than Madison. I'd look at what else is on his roster and just be like, is Olave there or somebody? Like, it needs to be something better than Alexander Madison, and definitely not a 4th year, 5th year running back for Justin Jefferson. So,
well, and to make that deal pay off, Ray, I'll say this too. I would be flipping Madison and that 24 pick and trying to gear up. Like, if you can get some of that equity back into another deal, then that deal makes a lot more sense. But straight up, give me Jefferson.
Man, it's interesting because I don't know if people are just bored right now, if people have forgotten just how dominant Jets was. And I know what happened versus Green Bay and Jair Alexander last year. I get it. He did not perform well for us in our Week 17 matchup, but he got you there. Guarantee he got you there. And because we're in May, I don't know. I've seen Jefferson and Chase, D-Bro, move for considerably less than than what they were going for towards the end of the season. So I'm just wondering if people have just kind of forgotten, like, these dudes are those dudes, man. Like, 12 team
Chase,
league,
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Chase, I don't. Chase, I don't know. But here's my conspiracy theory about why you see Jefferson getting moved right now. I wonder if people are getting scared about the Minnesota Vikings quarterback situation, because that's kind of been rumbling around in my head, right? Okay. Like, after this year, Kirk Cousins gone, what do they do? And what does that look like for Justin Jefferson? Does he stay in that top 2, top 3, wide receiver 1 overall, or does Chase bypass him? I kind of get it, but at the same time, it's like, he's still going to crush this year. And if they roll in another quarterback and don't miss a beat, you're going to be hating life that you got rid of Jefferson.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Barry said, Justin Jefferson letting you down in the final speaks to the true volatility we need to embrace in fantasy. Yeah. And it's interesting because I've just seen a lot of Jefferson trades, man, where he's just getting moved at
that's crazy
reasonable prices. Like Amon-Ra was dope, but all you had to give up was Amon-Ra 24 first and Madison.
First?
Yeah. Like give me
I'd be doing that.
Ooh wee. It can't be a show without talking about the 101, D, bro. We got to talk 101. So let's see what we got. It's a 12-team tight end premium PPR start 10. All right, start 10. So what happened here was a series of trades, and I want to talk through this one, right? So you've got one side receiving the 101 and a 24-second for Deshaun Watson, Dameon Pierce, David Njoku, and a 25 third. 25 third, don't really care about that. That will be usable pieces in a couple of years, right? So it was essentially the 101 or the 24 second for Watson, Pierce, and Njoku. So that's how that started off, D, bro. So tell me, what side would you rather have in the start? Like just kicking this thing off. Bijan or Rich or Watson, Pierce, and Njoku?
Bijan.
You'd rather have one Bijan Robinson over Watson, Pierce, and Njoku. Okay. So, listen. That's what he got, right? That's what he got, the 101. Then he took, then he turned that into Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen. Oh, so he moved the 101 for that package, right? So for that Watson package.
Oh, I got it. So he got the package side.
He got Watson, Pearson, and Njoku, and then flipped Watson. How did he do that? But he flipped Watson, Deontay Johnson, J.K. Dobbins, Khalil Herbert in the 112 and turned that into Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. Wow.
My Lord. Like, RJ, wow. You playing chess instead of checkers, baby. This is nice. Yeah, I love this. He was thinking 2 moves ahead. I love this, man.
He was
playing. This is good, dude.
Let me run it down one more time.
This is really good.
Good stuff. So he had the 101. RJM 71093 had the 101. Said, you can take my 101 and 24 second, and I'll take your Deshaun Watson, Dameon Pierce, David Njoku, and 25 third. Then he took those assets and sent them away to Ka 343. He only sent away Watson, so he kept Dameon Pierce.
I was going to say, he's got Dameon Pierce and he kept Njoku.
Yeah. Yep. And then he traded Deontay Johnson, Khalil Herbert, J.K. Dobbins in the 112, and ended up getting Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, David Njoku, Dameon. So the whole trade was Allen, Diggs, Njoku, Pierce, and a 25 third, right? That's what he initially gave up, along with Dobbins, Herbert, Deontay Johnson in the 112 to get Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, Dameon Pierce, and Njoku. Wow. That's good stuff.
People, take out your notebooks. Like, write this shit down. This is how you dynasty, baby. This is freaking beautiful.
I'm not worried about Dobbins. You got Pierce. I'm not worried about Khalil Herbert at all.
Here's the thing, right?
I like Dobbins.
Like, that Watson side, all of those dudes are like on contract years or could fall to nothing. Like Deontay, Pittsburgh can get rid of him after this year. Dobbins is a free agent. Herbert, if he ain't the starter and Roschon takes that backfield, you're dead in the water. So, like, that is a lot of volatility. Shit, man, I love this. RJ, you crush this shit. This is awesome.
Yeah, good job,
trade.
Man. I like that.
Good trades, man.
Your boy, both of your boys. How do you work through this one? Because you love you some Darren Waller and you love you some Rashad Bateman.
I hate me some Lam Lazard.
Oh gosh, Darren Waller and Lazard for Bateman in a third. We've had enough Bateman talk today. I've had enough. Good Lord.
Is that's Superflex?
10-team Superflex.
Damn. Okay.
J.
Okay.
Ovachong, whoever this is, come holler at me. Traded Deshaun Watson for the 203 in a Superflex league.
this person needs to be signing up for your Discord, bro. Like, because they need some help. Like, you getting rid of the two, even in a 10-teamer. Okay, so let's parse that out. That's the basically the 13th. That's the 13th. No, and I get it. But like in a 10-teamer, that's the 13th overall. So it's the same thing as the 201. That shit still doesn't make sense.
No,
it's still Watson.
It's still,
like,
you could,
Lord.
you could, if it's a 14-teamer, it's the 1/3. I don't give a damn what it is.
It don't matter. Like,
no thanks.
Damn.
Deshaun Watson.
Jeez. Ooh. That's nice.
Start 9 Superflex. Ooh. Straight up. Trevor Lawrence, Bijan Robinson. Superflex, straight up. I'm down. Okay. All right. I wanted to know. You tell me,
Ray, where you at on this?
Oh, it's Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. It's just interesting to see a 1-for-1, 2 teams able to come together amicably and just get a deal done. It's T-Law, right? It's Trevor Lawrence.
I'm going to throw this out here, Ray, and this is the deal. This is why you look at this. This is exactly why I don't trade for quarterbacks. You draft them in the startup. You draft them in the rookie draft. Because if you go out there and you're looking to trying to get quarterbacks, this is the damn premium price you got to pay, man.
You're going to get knocked over. This is actually a really good. Like,
this is a good trade.
If you want T-Law, give me your Bijan.
Yeah, this is a good trade, but this is the premium you got to pay, man. Your quarterbacks will never be cheaper than when you're in the startup or the rookie draft. Straight up. Correct. Like, so people ask me all the time, like when you're in startups, like, how do you handle your startup? Dude, I'm going quarterback. Like, you can trade for running backs and wide receivers and whatever you need for your team. Go out there in the Superflex streets and try to play the premium for quarterbacks. Shit, no. I ain't doing that.
And T-Law's probably like what, QB 6-7 in Dynasty?
QB, I'll pull up my ranks.
In that range, yeah. Where do you?
I got him at QB 6, which may be a little bit higher than.
No. Same tier as like 6. Yeah, QB 6, QB 7.
Yeah, I got him in the same tier as like Fields, Herbert, Lamar, or around there. Like, but yeah, QB 6.
Well, the point is, you got to trade RB1 for QB 6. You know what I mean? For that second kind of tier QB.
That's showing you the premium you got to get up to here.
All right, let's see what else we have. Oof. Give
me that 106.
I'm looking at this Mahomes one. All right. So.
Oh wow.
10. Okay, we're not doing this. It's a single quarterback. Never mind. Sorry, Leo Jetson. Not going to do that one right now. I thought it was a super flex one. I was going to say, ooh, this is going to be interesting because Mahomes and Lamar had got flipped around. Trying to find a couple of more good doozies for us to work through before we get out of here. Let's shout out to the single QB crowd, man. I know so your Fantasy Pros crew might be looking at all that single QB shit y'all do over there. So let's look at this one real quick, D, bro. Let's look at this one. Single quarterback, half PPR, pretty standard stuff, right? No tight end premium. Would you rather have, again, I'm saying it again, no tight end premium, half PPR. Mm-hmm. Would you rather have Michael Pittman and Kyle Pitts or Evan Ingram and Jahmyr Gibbs? No tight end premium, half PPR. Half PPR. Do you still want the elite
Gibbs,
Kyle Pitts and Michael Pittman, or do you want Ingram? This one, I think I want Gibbs and Ingram too.
I want the Gibbs side, and this is up. This is where I come at it with.
Yes, Joe. I got you. Joe said one QB. That's why I did it for you. Hey, get on my ass.
They still matter. They still matter, Joe. Don't get mad. We ain't talking about Antonio Gibson right now. It's all good.
I want Ingram and Gibbs in this one, man.
I want Ingram and Gibbs, and this is what it comes down to, Ray. Gibbs is going to hold his value. Straight up, after this year, he's going to hold his value. If Kyle Pitts doesn't come through this year, what's going to happen to his dynasty value? Tell me that. If he has another year like he had last year, what's going to happen to Kyle Pitts' dynasty value?
He got hurt, D-bro.
I know. I'm just saying. Like, tell me, if he doesn't eventually pay off on the elite upside.
Yeah, people will be like, oh, man, he's...
You wouldn't be able to get if he bombs this year and Gibbs has a so-so year. I'm telling you straight up, you would not be able to get this deal done after the season. You'd have to pay up more.
But this is my issue with, even if he doesn't do great this year, he's still like 23 years old. He's still he's still an elite prospect. I don't listen. When I'm looking at Atlanta this year, and we've been talking about this privately, like I think Ritter's going to be fine for what they do, but they're going to be one of the lowest pass volume teams in the league, right? Like that's just what it's going to be. So I'm not expecting Pitts nor Drake London to go out there and just put up banana land type numbers this year. But even if Pitts doesn't do great this year, I'm not going to be. It's year 3. He was hurt legitimately half of the season last year or something like that. Like I'm still fine with it. The bigger kicker for me is just Pittman in a half PPR. I just don't. I don't want to.
He's going to be a free agent after this year, and they ain't going to throw the ball a ton, but they rich, man.
Well, and I don't want 2 of those kind of guys on one side. They're both tethered to probably lower pass volume offenses. Whereas I look at Ingram and Gibbs, and although I'd rather have Kyle Pitts by a mile over Ingram in a non-consequential, it's not tight end premium, it's half PPR. Like those 2 players, Ingram and Gibbs, are in 2 very pass-friendly offenses, tethered to 2 really good quarterbacks.
Well, and if Ingram signs a long-term deal, his value is going to go up from where you're getting in this trade. But I side street this for 1 second, Ray, and this is going to lead us back to Kyle Pitts.
Side street it.
If you got to pick one person out of the Atlanta Falcons passing attack, I'm asking you to push your chips in, and you got to pick for the next 2 years, who do you want in a vacuum? Do you want Kyle Pitts or do you want Drake London? Which one are you taking? Because if it's a low volume passing attack, we think that one of these guys has got to step forward and say one of them steps forward and he earns targets at elite level and he pays off. Who are you going to sit here and put your chips in on? Is it Kyle Pitts or Drake London? Which one is it? If one of these guys has to succeed and the other one fails, where you going? You're
pulling at my heartstrings because I
know.
Good and damn well, I was championing both of those guys louder than anybody.
Who's gonna fail? Who's gonna succeed, baby? Who's gonna rise and fall?
If I had to pick one of those 2 in a vacuum, no contacts, you're just like next 2 years, who's getting the targets?
Come on, I know where you're going. Come on.
I'm probably taking Kyle Pitts. I'm probably taking Pitts.
Really?
I'm probably taking Kyle Pitts. Yes.
That's not where I thought you were going.
I'm probably taking Kyle Pitts, man.
All right. I'm going Drizzy Drake, baby.
Okay,
I got
you're
Drake
going
London.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay Rich said if this man
the chat needs to light this up. Like, where do they sit on this? Because I'm London, Ray's Pitts. This is some divide here, baby, but it's a good convo.
This is you put me. You really are stretching. You're overcooking my grits right now because I love both of these guys. But I'm just gonna go with the player.
I'm just asking the tough questions, Ray. Somebody's got to ask the question. You're always on the show just asking the question, so I got to ask you the question.
Yeah, it's man. Everyone is. I'm being called a coward by Jordan Richards in the chat. A flat out coward. It's Pitts for me, man.
Get back to your morning dump, bro. It's okay.
It's the tight end. It's the outlet for the young quarterback. And Pitts can be moved around a little bit more than London, but in a vacuum without all that context, I got to put my chips on one guy over the next 2 years. Okay. It would be Pitts over London, and I love Drake London, and I hate the fact that you made me do that to end the show. Yeah, Jimbo, my blood pressure is critical. I don't know why you made me do that, but there it is. We're going to end on that Michael Pittman, Kyle Pitts diatribe right there. Actually, we're not. We got one more. If this is super flex, we got one more because it's got Jalen Hurts. That's our boy, Jalen Hurts. Our boy, Jalen Hurts. All right, one more for good measure. One more for good measure. All right. So one side of the trade, this is a 12-team super flex half PPR tight end premium. So it's, pretty good setting, super flex. You got Jalen Hurts, Mac Jones, and TJ Hawkinson on one side. On the other side, you've got Kyler Murray, Ryan Tannehill, Travis Kelce, Chris Olave in a 24 first. One more time. 12 teams, super flex, half PPR, start 10. Hurts, Mac Jones, Hockenson, Murray, Tannehill, Kelce, Olave, and a 24 first.
Damn it, Ray! I put you on the spot
big
about
boy
Kyle
trade.
Pitts.
It's a big
I put you
boy
on the spot
trade.
about Kyle Pitts, and now you're gonna sit here and flame my ass on Jalen Hurts. I feel you. I see where you're going. Damn it! I'm taking the Kyler Murray side, man.
You're taking the Kyler side, really?
I'm gonna take the Kyler side.
Talk to me. I don't know. Talk to me.
So, all right. So, TJ Hockenson, I think, even in a 2-year vacuum, still does not get close to Travis Kelce.
Correct.
Tannehill probably doesn't have a job after this year, but maybe you trade him for like a second in season. Where I come down on this, man, is that like the Chris Olave and the 24 first part, I think you're already stepping up and you have more value with the Tanny and the Kelce over like Hawk. Mac Jones is whatever, man. Like, if he's starting after this year, you're lucky.
Yes.
Where I come down on this is that I think the Kyler Olave 24 first side gets you a little bit above Hurts, only in the sense that I think you can flip Kyler and that 24 first for somebody like Anthony Richardson, for somebody like maybe Lamar, for somebody like T-Law, Herbert,
Fields.
Like I think
if you wanted Fields,
yeah, Fields.
okay,
like I think you can get close if you take Kyler in the 24 first. I think you can get close, if not into a similar like. Really damn close to Jalen Hurts type of production from Fields or A-Rich, and then you're left with the other assets in this trade that push that side over for me.
As I'm looking, here's my thing. I have been buying or trying to acquire Kyler Murray. I'm not as worried as I don't give a damn.
See, I'm a little more worried. I'm a little more worried.
Spare me the call it. Spare me all of that. You got 5 years, $250 million. I don't get. Cliff Kingsbury was a joke. They're clearly in a rebuild. They're about to have 2 top picks in the draft. They drafted Paris Campbell at offensive line. I've been saying, and I still think that they would probably consider it if they have the number 1 overall pick, Caleb. But what's going to happen is they're going to have the number 1 overall pick, and they're going to trade that rights to Caleb Williams for an astronomical amount of draft. It will be one of the bigger trade. I think it'll be the biggest draft trade we've ever seen. I think if Trey Lance got dealt or got traded up for, what'd they trade? 2 firsts?
Yeah.
3 firsts for Trey Lance. If Arizona has the rights to Caleb Williams right there, if they have that locked up, they will get more than what San Francisco gave up to get Trey Lance. It'd be like damn Ricky Williams back in '98, where the Saints traded an entire class to get one player. They're going to get anything they want to surround Kyler Murray with pieces. And when Kyler's playing, he's a top 10 scoring option at quarterback. So
here's the other side of it, Ray. What if you play the Galaxy brain and Kyler gets traded to another team? You know he's going to be started. What if he goes to What if he goes to Minnesota?
I mean, and I'm fine. Yeah. God, Kyler in Minnesota with Jets, that'd be pretty good. But
be pretty sexy.
Looking at this trade, I'm not as worried about Kyler, so I do like Kyler. Kelsey's definitely going to outscore TJ Hockenson. He's going to outscore everybody probably for as long as he wants to play. Olave, Tanny is a depth piece in the 24 first. If I cover up Mac Jones and I'm just looking Hurts or Murray, Tannehill, Kelce, Olave in the first, I can see that. It's a good trade. Mm-hmm.
It's a good trade.
If I got Hurts and Hockenson, I'm fine. And if you're telling me the Murray, Kelce, Olave deal, I think I'm with you, D bro. I think I'm with you. Yeah.
I love Hurts, man, but there's so much extra equity on that side. Like, we hadn't even talked about Olave pushing that over. Like, I feel like he's just free money in this deal. Like, you could talk me into this deal maybe if Olave wasn't a part of it, but
Kyler to Minnesota. Elwood just said that. I think he said it before we said it. And then Patrick, this is my thing with Kelce, man. You're saying he can easily net a 24 first. No doubt he should be worth it, but it feels like
he should be worth it, but
people don't want to pay it. Like he could retire next year. It's just it's weird out here.
The problem with it is he only fits certain rosters. Like
that's the
if
problem.
People are not contending, they're not trading for Kelce. Like and that's the part with Kelce. Like if they're not contending, they won't trade for Kelce. But if you had like a Mark Andrews, they would trade for Mark Andrews. If you had a Kyle Pitts, they trade for Kyle Pitts.
That is the problem.
They ain't trading for Kelce unless they go in for a championship, man. That cuts it in half. The number of teams you can even trade him to.
And depending on your league activity, that's a great point. The number of rosters that actually are ready to roster Kelce are probably only a couple. And then those couple, they probably don't have the damn draft equity to trade you that you want.
I was fixing to say. So you got six teams, 5 teams that maybe want to trade for Kelce. Out of those 5 teams, who even has picks on top of being a contending team? 2 teams, maybe 3. So you look at you just took your 12 field window and condensed it down to 11 possible teams to trade with. Just got collapsed down to 2 or 3 teams real damn fast.
Yeah. Agreed. All right. Good stuff, man. It's 8:15. My bad, D, bro. I got us here.
We fine, baby. I'm just sitting here chilling. I'm about to sit here and grab another energy drink. We can go another hour, son.
No, we ain't. I gotta go work out. But nah, man, definitely, D, bro. I appreciate you being on the show, man. I think it's like your 3rd or 4th time on here, and I did not appropriately introduce you. So just tell the people where they can find you, what you're working on, what you're doing, man. It's all you.
Oh, man, all things and stuff are at Fantasy Pros. I'm currently going through updating all of our wide receiver notes. All my positional primers for rookies are already updated and out there with Dynasty outlooks for every single player that I have a profile written up on. Yeah, it's all things Dynasty, man, and I'm getting into these best ball streets. You got all these contests for underdog dropping and stuff. We got BBM4. The puppy just closed. I'm probably going to hop in some of these high-stakes stuff like the Bulldog and Dalmatian. Coming up here, man. So I've got some best ball content in the works, week 17 stuff, rookies. I should have my rookies to target and best ball out today or tomorrow, and rookies to avoid. So that's probably gonna be all in total, probably 30 players I got written up for those 2 articles. So yeah, man, that's all the things and stuff. And dude, you ain't got to give me no intro. This is I love doing this damn show. You're one of the only reasons I'll wake up outside of my kids have to get up and go to school and stuff. This show is one of the only reasons I'm a morning person, Ray. So it's a damn pleasure, man. I love hopping on here and talking ball with you, bro.
Appreciate you, Derek. Make sure y'all go tap into everything that he's doing over at Fantasy Pros. It's been fun to watch your rise over the past year, Derek.
Same for you,
I
man.
love you, my man, and hopefully we'll see each other soon when we do the Scott Fishbowl live here in Dallas. So thank you. And for everybody out there watching, appreciate y'all tapping in this week. Thank you again for D-Bro joining in. Thank y'all for rocking with me in the absence of Jordan. So just so you know, next week I'm out all next week. Jay Rich will be back, so he will be manning the captain's chair of the Wake Up Show. I don't know who the hell he's going to have on, but Jay Rich will be here next week. I'll be out all of next week. I got a work retreat that I got to head to. But again, tomorrow night, I will be doing a BBM4 draft live on the channel, so make sure you tap in for that. Got a lot of dope content coming out. If you guys have not checked out Scott Connor's most recent pod on Warp, make sure you go do that. Destination Dynasty on the podcast feed. Newsletter dropping on Friday. Got some more film shit dropping on the channel later this week as well. Y'all know what it is, man. I love y'all. Have a blessed week. Make sure y'all wake y'all ass up with Jay Rich on Monday. So for Ray, Wake Up Show, I love y'all. Y'all have a good one. I'm out. Peace. Before y'all close off of the video, I just want to say thank you for checking out the content on Destination Devi. Really appreciate every single view that we get. And the only thing that I ask is that you hit the thumbs up button, like the content, subscribe to the channel, and if you can, comment below for the algorithm. Really helps the channel grow. Now, if you want more exclusive access to me and the entire Destination Devi team, patreon.com/allgas gives you that access. Now, if your money's a little funny, we do have free content for you. Make sure you subscribe to the All Gas newsletter. There's a link in the description of this video below, and subscribe to the Destination Devi podcast radio feed, where we got all types of shows hitting airwaves every single week. Now y'all can get out of here. I appreciate y'all tapping in. It's All Gas all the time. I love y'all. I'm out of this thing. Peace.